My girlfriend applied for our dream house, put her name only on the application despite my $80,000 down payment. I found out just before closing. I said, interesting paperwork, when I refused to transfer the money and the deal collapsed. And then, original post. 32 male. Spent 6 years saving $80,000 for a down payment on a house. 6 years of double shifts at the warehouse, driving a car held together by duct tape and prayers. Say no to vacations while my friends posted beach photos. Every dollar went into that account. My girlfriend knew about it because I'd literally shown her the balance and said, this is for us, for our future. We'd been together 4 years, living in my apartment for 2. She worked marketing, made decent money, but spent it on clothes and bottomless mimosa brunches. Whatever, different money styles. I'm a saver, she's a spender. Opposites attract, or something. 3 months back, we found the perfect house. 3 bed, 2 bath, nice yard. $340,000. My $80,000 would cover down payment and closing costs. We talked about it constantly. She wanted the master bedroom painted gray. I wanted to turn the 3rd bedroom into a gaming setup. Normal couple stuff. She said her cousin worked at a mortgage company and could get us a better rate, so she'd handle the paperwork. Made sense. I was pulling 60-hour weeks, and she had more free time. I gave her everything. Bank statements, pay stubs, tax returns. Trusted her completely. Then last week I got a random call at work. Hi, is this my name? This is the title company for your closing on Friday. Yeah, that's me. Great. Quick question. We show the down payment of $82,000 coming from your account, but you're not on the title or mortgage application. Just need you to sign a gift letter stating this is a gift with no repayment expectation. Everything went quiet, like someone hit mute on the world. What do you mean I'm not on it? The application. It only has girlfriend's name listed. If you were supposed to be a co-applicant, that's a problem because closing is in 4 days. I don't remember what I said. Something about calling back. Hung up and just stared at my phone. Pulled up my email right there on the warehouse floor. Searched everything. Nothing from the mortgage company. She'd been using her work email. Said it was easier to organize. Checked my bank app, $80,000 still there. She hadn't moved it yet because closing was Friday. That's when I'd wire it. Looked through the papers she'd shown me over the past month. Suddenly realized she'd only ever shown me stuff without names. Inspection reports. Loan estimates. Never the actual application. She came home that evening all excited about paint samples. Hey babe, look at these grays for the bedroom. I'm thinking this one. Got a weird call today from the title company. Her whole body tensed. Just for a second, but I saw it. Oh, about what? They said only your name is on the application. Asked if my $80,000 was a gift. She did this laugh. Practiced. Fake. What? No, that's wrong. Must be an error. I'll call my cousin tomorrow. I'll call them right now. Grab my phone. She literally grabbed my wrist. Babe, they're closed. Let's deal with it in the morning. I'll pull my arm back. Why are you sweating? I'm not. It's just hot in here. Obviously, it's a mistake. Why are you being weird? Dialed anyway. Put on speaker. Asked the rep to confirm who was on the application. Just girlfriend's name. Single applicant. Submitted mid-August. My girlfriend's face went white. Like all the blood just drained out. I hung up. Stared at her. Explain. Okay, look. My cousin said it would be easier to get approved with just my name because my credit score is higher. We're going to add you right after closing. That's not how mortgages work. Want to know all the technical stuff? That's what he told me. So you just didn't mention this plan to me? Not once in 2 months. I was going to. I just kept forgetting. You forgot to mention you were buying a house without me. Using my money. She started crying. You're twisting this. It was going to be our house. I was protecting us. Protecting us from what? From complications. From the process being harder. I nodded. Felt weirdly calm. Interesting paperwork. What? Nothing. I'm going to bed. Went to the bedroom. She followed me, talking the whole time. Her story kept changing. First it was her cousin's idea. Then it was for efficiency. Then it was because she wanted to surprise me with how easy she made it. I stopped listening. Eventually, she gave up and slept on the couch. Next morning, I called the title company first thing. I need to cancel that wire transfer. Sir, Closing is in 3 days. The seller is expecting. Not my problem anymore. Deal's off. Call my bank. Put extra security on the account. Then called a real estate attorney. Cost me $400 for an hour. Did you sign anything? He asked. Nothing. Then you're fine. It's her contract. She's going to lose the earnest money and probably get sued by the seller for breach. You're not obligated to give her that money. What if she says we had a verbal agreement? He actually laughed. Verbal agreements about real estate aren't worth the paper they're not written on. Change your bank passwords, though. Did that immediately. Everything. Bank, email, streaming services, all of it. Then I went home. She was already there. Called off work. Eyes swollen from crying. The title company called. They said you canceled. What's happening? You tried to steal my house. I didn't. We were going to add you after. You're lying. Why would I lie? This was supposed to be our home. I love you. If you loved me, you wouldn't have hidden this. She couldn't answer. Just kept sputtering half-formed excuses that contradicted each other. Here's what's happening. I'm staying here tonight because I pay most of the rent. You need to find somewhere else to sleep. You can't kick me out. Lease is only in my name. You're not a tenant. You're a guest. Leave, or I call the cops. I'm calling my dad. Cool. Have him come get you. Update 1. Her dad showed up maybe an hour later. Stood in my living room giving me this lecture about stepping up and being a man and supporting your woman. Told him his daughter tried to con me out of 80 grand. He said I was making it sound worse than it is. She literally applied for a house in only her name while planning to use my money. She was trying to surprise you. Women do things differently. This isn't a different way of doing things. This is fraud. He got all red-faced. You're going to regret this. When you're old and alone, you'll regret throwing away a good woman over paperwork. They left. She was crying, kept looking back at me like I was going to change my mind. The next morning, her mom called me. Early, like 7 a.m. How could you do this to her? Do you know what you've done? Protected my money? She's devastated. They already told everyone about the house. Their friends, our family. Now, she has to tell them it fell through. Do you know how embarrassing? Maybe she should have thought about that before committing mortgage fraud. It's not fraud. You're being dramatic. Young couples do things like this all the time. No, they don't. The seller is threatening to sue her. She could lose everything. She should have thought about that too. Her mom started crying. Please, please just send the money. Fix this. She made a mistake, but she doesn't deserve to have her life ruined. She ruined it herself. Goodbye. Hung up. Phone immediately started going off. Her friends, her sister, people I barely knew. All the same message. I was being cruel, petty, vindictive. She made one mistake, and I was destroying her life over it. Blocked most of them. Friday was supposed to be closing day. Took the day off work like I'd planned, but went to a bar instead. Day drinking, watching sports, ignoring my phone. Around when closing would have happened, my phone exploded. Had to check. Her deal fell through. Lost $8,000 earnest money. Happy now? Her seller is suing me. Her, this is your fault. Her, my life is falling apart because of you. Her, please just send the money, we can still fix this. Me, nah, I'm good. Enjoy the lawsuit though. She blocked me, then unblocked me, then blocked me again. That weekend I changed my locks. Landlord didn't even ask why. Just handed me new keys. Small town, word travels fast. Then her best friend showed up at the warehouse on my shift. Came right through the loading area like she owned the place. You're disgusting. Looked up from my clipboard. Can I help you? She gave you 4 years. Cooked, cleaned, put up with your boring life. The one time she tries to do something for herself, you screw her over. Something for herself? With my money. You live together. That makes it community property. That's not how savings accounts work. You know what? She got closer. She was in a breakup with you anyway. After you got settled in the house. She told me months ago you were dead weight. No ambition. No future. She was upgrading. I smiled. Then I did her a favor. She sputtered. The lawsuit is going to destroy her. $30,000. Her credit's ruined. And for what? Your ego. For theft. She tried to steal from me. It's not theft if you're in a relationship. Security started walking over. She left, but kept yelling about what a terrible person I was. That week got weird. My Instagram got reported and temporarily banned for suspicious activity. Someone tried to log into my email from another state. Got a call from my car insurance about an accident I was never in. All fake, all her trying to mess with my life. Enabled two-factor authentication on everything. Felt like I was preparing for cyber warfare. Then she showed up at the apartment. Don't know how she got in. I'd changed the locks, but she must have sweet-talked the landlord or something. Came home from work, and she was just sitting on my couch. You need to leave. Can we please just talk? 5 minutes. Stay by the door. Didn't sit down. Go ahead. I messed up. I know that. But it wasn't malicious. My cousin really did say it'd be easier with just my name. And yeah, maybe I liked having something that was mine. You always control the money, decide what we can afford. I felt powerless. So you decided to steal a house. I was going to add you. When? After you changed your mind? After I couldn't do anything about it. She started actually crying. Not pretty crying, ugly, snotty crying. I'm losing everything. The seller wants $35,000. I don't have that. I'm going to have to sell my car, drain everything, maybe declare bankruptcy. My credit dropped 200 points. I can't even rent an apartment now. My parents barely talk to me. And you won't even listen. I'm listening. You're facing consequences. I need help. Alone. 20,000. I'll pay you back. I'll sign anything. No. Please. I'll do anything. Get out of my apartment. She lost it. Started screaming. Threw a pillow at me. Called me a controlling psycho who couldn't stand to see her have anything of her own. Called the cops. She left before they showed up, but I filed a report anyway. Got a no trespass order. Few days later got served with papers. She was suing me. Claimed I'd verbally agreed the $80,000 was a gift, that we had an implied contract. Called my attorney. He read it and laughed so hard I thought he was choking. This is the dumbest thing I've read all month. She has no case. Bring your bank records. This'll be over in 10 minutes. Update 2. Court was yesterday. She showed up with her dad and a lawyer who looked fresh out of law school. Baby face, cheap suit, kept shuffling papers nervously. Her case, we were basically married. My money was her money. I'd verbally promised her the down payment. My attorney submitted bank statements showing the account in only my name since 2018. Lease showing only my name. Utilities, all me. Then the killer, text messages where she'd called it the down payment money multiple times. Judge barely looked up from the papers. Ma'am, do you have any documentation showing joint ownership of these funds? No, Your Honor, but we lived together for 2 years. This state doesn't recognize common law marriage. Any written agreements. We talked about it verbally. Talking about using money together doesn't make it jointly owned. The account is solely in his name. Case dismissed. Her lawyer tried to argue. Judge cut him off. Counselor, this is frivolous. Your client attempted fraud and is now trying to force her victim to pay for it. We're done. Outside the courthouse, her dad cornered me in the parking lot. Hope you're proud of yourself. I'm getting there. That money should have been for both of you. You're just bitter she took initiative. Initiative? Is that what fraud is now? Her mom came over, crying. She's our baby girl. One mistake. One. And you're making her pay forever. The seller's making her pay. I'm just not bailing her out. We can't afford the settlement. We're going to lose our retirement. I stopped walking. Why would your retirement be involved? Her dad looked away. We co-signed her legal fees. Thought she had a real case. Started laughing. Couldn't help it. You co-signed for this disaster lawsuit. Don't you dare laugh at us. You enabled this. That's on you. Walked away while her mom sobbed and her dad yelled about karma. She texted later, hope it was worth it. You're going to die alone. Me. Better than being someone's ATM. Thought that was the end. Nope. Last week she showed up at work again. Security tried to stop her, but she pushed through, came right up to where I was stacking pallets. I need to talk to you. You need to leave before I call the cops. The settlement went through. $32,000. My parents had to pull it from their retirement. They're working 5 more years now because of you. 5 years. Not my circus, not my monkeys. You could have prevented this. Just sent the money. We'd be in that house right now. Your house. That was the point. She grabbed my arm. Security came over, but I waved them off. What do you want? You lost. Deal's dead. What else could there possibly be? Her voice cracked. I want you to know you ruined my life. I can't get an apartment. I'm living with my parents. My friends won't even talk to me anymore. Everyone at work knows. I'm a joke. Do you get that? A joke. Yeah. And whose fault is that? I loved you. You love my money. Big difference. Security walked her out. She was still crying. I felt nothing. Not satisfaction, not guilt. Just done. Her cousin, the mortgage guy, messaged me on Facebook, said I was vindictive garbage for entrapping his cousin, and he was going to make sure everyone knows what kind of person I really am. Replied, go ahead. I've got court documents. Let's see whose story people believe. He blocked me. Then her best friend called. One last attempt. Look, I know you're mad, but she's really struggling. Can't you help? Just like 10,000 to help with the debt. No. After everything you shared together, you're really going to be like this. Everything we shared was apparently built on her planning to screw me over. She made one mistake, an $80,000 mistake, plus fraud, plus lying for months, plus suing me, plus harassing me at work. Want me to keep going? You deserve to be alone. Cool. Bye. Blocked her. Final update. It's been about a month since court. Things have mostly settled into a new normal. Her case got dismissed with prejudice. Can't refile. She paid the settlement to the sellers. Well, her parents paid it. Heard through mutuals they're working extra hours to rebuild their retirement and barely speaking to her. Her credit's destroyed. 520 score. Can't get approved for a gas card. Still living with her parents, paying them $800 per month rent, which apparently causes constant fighting because she thinks they should just let her live there for free after everything I've been through. Got demoted at work too. Not fired, but moved from client-facing to back-end admin pay cut. Something about professional conduct after word got around about the court case. Her friends all ghosted. Turns out when you can't afford to go out anymore, people stop inviting you. She posted something passive-aggressive about it on social media. Nobody commented. Ran into her at the grocery store last week. Couldn't avoid it, small town. She looked rough. Hair in a messy bun, sweats, generic brand, everything in her cart. We made eye contact. She opened her mouth like she was going to say something. Then didn't. Just kept walking. That night, she texted from a new number. I know you won't respond, but I need to say this. I'm sorry. I really am. I thought I was being smart, securing my future. I didn't see it as stealing. I saw it as protecting myself. But I was wrong. I hurt you. I hurt my parents. I ruined my own life. I don't expect forgiveness. Just wanted you to know. Read it. Didn't respond. Blocked the number. Not out of spite. Just, there's nothing to say. She wants absolution. I can't give her that. My attorney asked if I felt good about how it all turned out. Told him honestly, I don't feel good or bad. Just finished. The $80,000 is still in my account. Started looking at houses again, but this time I'm going way smaller. Townhouse maybe. Something I can afford alone, manage alone, own alone. My buddies ask if I feel guilty about her parents' retirement. No. She made a choice. A calculated, deliberate choice to cut me out of the house I was funding. That wasn't a mistake or a miscommunication. That was a plan that failed. Her parents made a choice to enable her by co-signing for a lawsuit any reasonable person could see was garbage. Her friends made a choice to believe her sob story without asking questions. Those are their consequences, not mine. My mom came over for dinner last week. Asked how I was really doing. Tired, but okay. You did the right thing. Protected yourself. Doesn't feel like I did anything. Just didn't do what she wanted. That's exactly what protecting yourself looks like. Maybe. Some woman from the warehouse asked me out yesterday. Turn her down. Not ready. Might not be for a while. That's fine. I'm good with being alone right now. Better than being someone's bank account with legs. The $80,000 is still mine. The house thing still stings. I really wanted that place. But not like that. Not stolen. I'll find another house. Eventually. On my terms. My name. My rules. As for her, she's living her consequences. Every single one she earned. Maybe she'll learn something. Probably not. Entitled people don't usually change just because life hits them in the face. But that's not my problem anymore. I'm moving forward. quietly, carefully, with my money still firmly under my control. That's the whole story. That's the end.